So once you know the joint CDF, we can define the joint PDF, probability density function. So we already know that this fx of x is equivalent to derivative of the CDF with the assumption that x is continuous and fx of x is differentiable. If this fx of x is differentiable, then the differentiation of the CDF is equivalent to the probability density function. In the same manner, you can write the joint probability density function of the random variables x and y as, so we have fxy x comma y. So here we have two different variables. We take the partial derivative dou x dou y. So we already know that this fxy of x comma y is non-negative number, it is positive. So definitely the derivative of it is also positive. So the first important property of this is fxy of x comma y is greater than or equivalent to 0, and then integral minus infinity to plus infinity, integral minus infinity to plus infinity fxy x comma y dx dy must be equivalent to 1. We already know that in the case of this, area under this must be equivalent to 1. Now it is the volume under the joint PDF must be equivalent to 1. How can you prove this? The last property that we derived is the key to prove this particular property. You do it. Okay? You try to prove this. Here the derivative of joint CDF is the joint PDF. Definitely the running integral of the PDF is the joint CDF. That can be written as minus infinity to x integral minus infinity to y fxy. Here we use some dummy variable u v du d. Okay. We already know that fx of x is equivalent to integral minus infinity to x fx of lambda d lambda, is it? The derivative of this is this, and the integral of this is this. Okay. Integral of probability density function is CDF. The derivative of CDF is PDF. Here, this is the partial derivative of this is this. Definitely the integral of this, okay, double integral of this is equivalent to this. Okay, that's what we have written. Understood? So after integration and substituting the limits, this will be a function of x and y. And similarly, probability of x1 less than x less than or equivalent to x2 and y1 less than y less than or equivalent to y2 is equivalent to integral x1 to x2 integral y1 to y2 fxy x comma y dx dy. This is from, we already know, probability of x1 less than x less than or equivalent to x2 is equivalent to integral x1 to x2 fx of x dx, is it? So this property is extended to the two random variables. Probability of x lying in between x1 and x2 and y lying in between y1 and y2 is equal to this much. Understood? prove this also. See, we already know that probability of x1 less than x less than or equivalent to x2 and y1 less than y less than or equivalent to y2 is equivalent to fxy x1 y1 plus fxy x2 y2 minus fxy x1 y2 minus fxy x2 y1. Is that right? So this is a, now let x1 equivalent to minus infinity, x2 equivalent to plus infinity, y1 is equivalent to minus infinity, y2 equivalent to plus infinity. So therefore, probability of x1 less than x, can I write this as integral x1 to x2 integral y1 to y2 fxy x comma y dx dy, which is equivalent to, see this one, fxy minus infinity comma minus infinity plus fxy plus infinity minus fxy minus infinity plus infinity minus fxy plus infinity minus infinity. Okay. So this is 0, this is 0 and this is 0. That is equivalent to 1. Therefore, this is the proof of the property, which indicates the volume under joint PDF is equivalent to 1. Two random variables x and y are described by the joint density function fxy of x comma y is equivalent to e power minus a mod x minus e power minus b mod y, from minus infinity to plus infinity and minus infinity to plus infinity. Find the relationship between a and b and then obtain fxy of x comma y. So how can you do it? We already know that the volume under the joint density function is equivalent to 1. That is minus infinity to plus infinity. This fxy of x comma y dx dy is equivalent to 1. Now you substitute this value here. Then this can be written as minus infinity to plus infinity. And this is minus infinity to plus infinity. What is that? E power minus a mod x b mod y dx dy is equivalent to 1. Now this can be written as minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus b mod y and integral minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus a mod x dx dy. Is it right? And then this can be written as minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus b mod y, and the remaining term can be written as integral minus infinity to 0. Here the previous integral, inner integral, this inner integral can be split into two integrals. One is from minus infinity to 0 and there is from 0 to infinity. So for minus infinity to 0, this x is negative, so therefore minus of minus you will get plus e power ax dx plus 0 to infinity, you will get e power minus ax dx. This is dy equivalent to 1. Then this is minus infinity to plus infinity e power minus b mod y. Here e power ax divided by a from minus infinity to 0 plus e power minus ax by minus a. This is from 0 to infinity. So tell the final value. Split this integral into two integrals, minus infinity to 0 and 0 to infinity. For minus infinity this becomes 1 by a, and this is, if you substitute the upper limit, you get 0 plus of minus plus 1 by a plus 1 by a, 2 by a. So that 2 by a can be taken out, is it? Then this is e power dy plus 0 to infinity e power minus dy dy. Here also you will get 2 by b. Therefore, this implies 4 by ab is equivalent to 1, and this implies ab equivalent to 2. That is the relationship between a and b. Understood? Here we used the property that the volume of this fxy of x comma y is unity. So that is the important property of the joint PDF. See, all the properties and all the concepts that we studied in the case of one random variable are extended to two random variables. Okay. So there the area under probability density function is equivalent to 1. Here the volume, because it is a function of x, y. So that's why we are evaluating the volume.